Good morning, and thank you very much once again, Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer, for sharing a few moments with us when Steel Talks Pan on the Net. We'll just get straight into it. Moods of Pan has just concluded the three-day Steelpan Festival. Briefly, your thoughts on, the weekend, the 10th anniversary of the actual event.
Yes, I thought the performances were extremely good. Unfortunately, I don't think that the crowd response was as good as we would have liked it to have been. But I thought it was from the point of view of the participants and what they were able to put over. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I missed one evening. I was there for the first evening, and then I was there for a while on the last evening. But I think all in all, it was a good experience once again. I have to compliment these guys for sticking with it. They've had some challenges over the years, Gemini Steel Orchestra. But I want to compliment them for sticking with it. They're now celebrating their 10th year. And it's a wonderful experience. It's a good idea what they're doing with Moods of Pan. I think, though, that we need to look at the structure a bit more. We also need to look at the marketing aspect of Moods of Pan, yes, regionally and globally. We need to make it a real calendar event for Antigua and Barbuda, and to work closely with the Gemini Steel Orchestra to really expand it and to make it into a must participate, must see, must attend affair.
The other festivals, music festivals around the Caribbean year-round are.
Absolutely, and I think it's something that we can build on, because it's, you get incredible performances. You have these artists who come from the region all over the world, and the performances and so on. Excellent atmosphere, good repertoire of music and so on.
Variety.
And yes, that's right. And so I was talking with the Minister of Tourism, Mr. Harold Lovell, at the first evening, and we were talking precisely about that. What can we do? Yes, it comes with a bit of a price tag in order to do the marketing, in order to do all these things. But if we're really going to make it a major event in Antigua and Barbuda that people look forward to, then you really have to put some dollars in terms of making sure that you do the outreach. And we are pushing the idea of making Antigua and Barbuda the events capital of the Eastern Caribbean. And so as a result of that, it's important for us to look at these events and package them and market them regionally and internationally so that they can be attractions. And I think Moods of Pan is one of those events.
Premier event.
Yes, exactly. And so we have to work on that. In speaking with Patrick Johnson, he said to me as well, look, come January of 2009, we have to begin the process of determining exactly how we're going to deal with Moods of Pan 2009. And I agree with him entirely.
We would say it begins today.
Well,
immediately after the event.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
You're essentially a prime minister of the people. I mean, you moved easily and really comfortably through deanery grounds. You're a very, very familiar figure, of course, in Antigua and Barbuda. People approach you without reserve. And, akin to that, we can say is President-elect of the United States of America, Barack Obama. And it's a good intro to, just speak very briefly on your intention, and with some support, of course, of the people of Antigua and Barbuda, of renaming Antigua's highest peak, Boggy Peak, to Mount Obama. We want to speak briefly on that, and also what you think of President-elect Obama's influence is going to be globally, but definitely on Mount Obama as well.
Yes, certainly. Well, I was extremely excited and intrigued by Obama's campaign for the presidency. I watched it grow from literally insignificance to significance, and then at one point I was satisfied that this guy is going to create history in this world. And so as that developed, and I began to get a feeling that Barack Obama was coming with something new, something exciting, something that the world was more or less looking forward to in a president of the United States of America, as one of the most powerful countries on earth. And so I was very much into the campaign in terms of, wishing for his success. And so I was really taken in by the success because I believe most sincerely that it represented a giant leap in world affairs, in the relations, and in diplomacy and in everything. And quite frankly, I also was inspired by the fact that a man of color could rise to the presidency of the United States of America. That was a powerful moment, and I was inspired by that. And as I watched the returns on television,
yes,
and I realized that, look, history was in the making. Apart from shedding a few tears, I was greatly inspired by asking myself the question, what can I do to identify fully with this epic historic development? And, I said, well, look, this is inspiring. This talks about one can cut through all the difficulties. People of color can rise. This is sending something to the young people that they too can rise to the highest heights. And then I said to myself, we have Buggy Peak. I don't even know what Buggy Peak means. I mean, it has never really...
And why it was first called
exactly, and so on. So I said to myself...
From Buggy.
Yeah, I mean, why not rename Buggy Peak in Obama's honor? The symbolic nature of this thing, the history that it brings, the significance that it brings to us as people of color. To the young people, the highest peak, we're sending a signal here that you can rise to the highest heights if you are prepared to work hard, do things that are right, be true to yourself, have a clear understanding.
Uncharted courses.
Absolutely. And it was an inspiring moment as I watched those returns, and I reflected on what it meant, not only for the United States of America, not only for the Caribbean, but for the world. And I said, well, listen, I have to find a way of giving some recognition to that. And I came up with that idea. And I threw it out. Some people felt it was a dumb idea in the first place. But everybody has now come around to recognizing what that symbolizes, and so we will be moving towards the actual renaming. I know that in the United States of America, it has gone out there, and I mean, I've got all the internet. It's all over the internet, and people are grabbing. As a matter of fact, we've had a lot of inquiries from people, even visitors who come here now. They want to know where is this place, right, yes, and so on. Yeah. Everybody's curious, and so on. So we're working on a package so that we can do the official declaration at some point. I believe we will choose sometime in January, pretty close to the inauguration. So to do that. In the United States of America, I gather that there are a couple of plans that are afoot, to address it in and around the inaugural time in Washington. So it's picking up steam, and it's really going places.
Well, I want to thank you very much for taking time out of your extremely busy calendar. Today's budget day for Antigua and Barbuda, so you've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again for
taking time out. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Folks on the net, and we shall meet again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.